welcome back to the snacking hour. We've got a special treat this time. They had in the city of Somerville, which is right near where I live, they had a fluff festival last fall. This was like a whole day of celebrating fluff. It was in Union Square, Somerville, which is where fluff was invented.
Wait, fluff was invented in Somerville? I thought they made it in Lynn.
It's made in Lynn, but it was invented
okay.
by Archibald Query in Somerville.
Not Archibald Fluff.
No, not Archibald Fluff.
Okay.
Archibald Query. Those are the two things I bought first, which was I got a fluffernutter sandwich. And,
good choice.
And the other thing is the ice cream, which it's not a very good angle on it, but we're going to get a better angle in a subsequent picture. So in fact, here it is. There it is on screen. Look at that.
So it wasn't like fluff sauce. It was more like just fluff integrated into the ice cream.
Right. It was in the recipe. In fact, actually, that was hard as a rock. It was like I had to stand there and wait for it to melt.
Okay. This next picture scares me a little bit. So we're going to go to number 4 here.
So I was online actually to buy that ice cream and the fluffernutter, and this guy comes up to me, but actually he was an actor portraying Archibald Query.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's the invent. I don't know if he actually looked like that, but this guy was like, of all the people there, you'd have to be like, that looks like Archibald Query.
Do you think that every year he gets to play Archibald Query?
I don't. It's not an annual thing as far as I know.
It isn't?
This is a one-time event. So it's that much more special.
Well, because if it happens again, we should take our own camera crew and go to this thing.
Yes, we'll take Matt and Brennan and Brian here. We'll have the biggest camera crew in town actually at that point. So this next one, they had a recipe contest.
Okay.
And this is a volcanic cake made with fluff.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it looks like nachos gone bad.
And actually, just so you know, this is a still, not a video, but if it were a video, it was oozing. That was the whole point.
Okay.
There was ooze going on.
So that's a sweet treat, not cheese. So these next few pictures are really crazy.
This is crazy. So that is a wading pool you see there. And that's a bunch of kids, including apparently Johnny Damon is one of the kids. And they are filling a tub up.
It's like a kid's pool with fluff in it.
They're taking like jars of fluff.
Okay.
And they're going...
And dumping it in.
Trying to get it out, and it doesn't come that easily, and they're shaking it. And that went on for like 20 minutes of trying to fill it up.
And so then what happened?
Then they were setting it up so they could do a tug of war.
This is the next photo.
So in the next photo we're looking at, there was a tug of war they did on top. They had like 10 kids on one side, 10 kids on the other. And I caught this action photo of those two kids falling into the fluff.
Wow.
So that's kind of crazy.
This next one's a little disturbing too.
I think this woman might have been one of the ones trying to fill the pool with fluff, but she had it all over her hands, and then she apparently decided, fluff works as a hair gel too.
Was she putting her hand in the fluff to try to get it out into the tub, and then she maybe forgot that she had fluff on her hand, and she went like that?
It could have been, or it could have been just like, you know what, we're at a fluff festival,
I'm going to cover myself with fluff.
And but
that's the first thing I think.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've never had fluff in my hair, at least not since I was a kid. Okay. So I don't know how hard it is to get out.
All right.
So they had, this one was like good sports use fluff. And the interesting thing here is if you look closely at the picture, among the athletes they show there that's Tanya Harding, and that's Barry Bonds.
Wow.
So, I mean, what more can we say?
Two great sports stars.
There's a guy there who had a table who was, moving on to the next one, he was pushing his creation called the tuna fluffer.
Ugh.
So he took saltine crackers, put tuna on them, put fluff on top, and then you had your choice of toppings. Like he had ketchup, he had mustard, he had hot sauce. I had the saltine, the tuna, the fluff, and the hot sauce.
I think I just figured out what our next Matt Eat This segment's going to be.
Okay, but I ate it. It was pretty good. So we got one final slide. And
this is the most disturbing photo we're going to show you.
You might want to avert your gaze.
If you've got children, we're warning you now. They might not want to see this next slide.
They had a group of dancers there. And they actually, this is just one of the sets of costumes they were in. They were called the Flufferettes. We're going to let it speak for itself.
Some people should not be flufferettes.